How old was you when the bullying started?
I was probably about 5 when the bullying started.
Well, I've been bullied all the way through school really, so year 5? It's about 10 years old.
The first one happened in year R.
It was in primary school, so God, I'd say 5, 6, possibly.
How did the bullying started?
It started with like just little remarks because I was quite a short, fat, stumpy kid with like that hit puberty quite early, so I had the spots when everybody else didn't and stuff like that. So it was very much just little snidey remarks as in, look at the size of you, look at your face, no one will love you, no one likes you, all that sort of thing. So it was just, yeah, horrible remarks at the beginning.
Probably the fact that I started school with not many friends, and all my uniform was a bit too big for me because it was all hand-me-downs and things like that, and it was probably just everyone because I just had worse clothes than they did.
I'm not actually sure. I think obviously it's just like most children, where obviously it just starts off with obviously just sort of picking on them at the playground and mocking them, sort of being childish, and then it progressed. I mean, a lot of the time I was bullied because of my eyesight, because obviously I'm blind in my left eye, so a lot of people sort of made fun of that. Like call me wonky eyes and sort of run past me or something on my left side and be like, oh, you can't see me, and just acting stupid. That's as early as I can remember.
The occurrence of bullying happened when I went into year 5. Very much there was this, he just wouldn't listen to the teachers, he was always running his mouth, he'd always do things to set me off. Namely, I had this rather admittedly stupid fear of grapes, and he'd just try and throw grapes at me, and because he knew I'd react to it aggressively. I remember once I got very mad and I really screamed at him and I had to be put away, and he basically just tormented me throughout the entire throughout most of my secondary school life, up until year 10, where he decided to go to another school, and supposedly all that I've heard of him since was he's not really doing much and he's in a flower shop. So that one's kind of dealt with.
What was your worst experience of bullying that you've had to experience?
At my first secondary school I went to, I was, on my first day, I was hung by my feet on the basketball nets by a load of bullies that went to junior school with me, and I was left there for like 15 minutes before my teacher even realised that I wasn't there. I wasn't in lesson, and on the same day I was tripped, pushed downstairs, and my bag was emptied on several occasions.
One day it was a lesson in the computer room and the teacher gave out a grade, and whenever we were in the same classroom he'd constantly get higher grades during the smaller lessons. Very much every time he got one he'd mock me for it. And very much I finally got one grade over him and I took the mickey out of him, and he reacted by saying don't say anything, and I realised what I was saying was rather stupid, so I went to apologise because I thought it wasn't nice. The guy started strangling me and wouldn't let go.
One time in year 8, I was in DT, woodwork, making a wooden pencil case, and the group of girls that I weren't quite getting along with, so I kept myself to myself. I was always on my own really, bit of a loner, and these group of girls tried to be my friend that day, and stupidly I sort of fell for it, and they ended up holding me down and like cutting my hair. So when it came to the next day I had about 7 inches less hair if you like. Because I had to have a full haircut after that, so.
Did you tell the school about the bullying and did they do anything about it?
I did tell the school, and it was very much 6 girls against 1. So I was seen as the one causing the issue. So I was told to back off and leave them alone and not interfere, which I weren't doing anyway. But I thought, okay, fair enough, maybe it is me. I'll leave them alone. And it kept going on and on and on. Multiple times I told the school, to a point where I didn't bother telling anyone. So I sort of dealt with it on my own.
I told them plenty of times, but the said punishments were very small and not very good. And that said incident alone, he got barely anything out of it other than his parents were told. And very much he got very little done to him, namely because the said punishment techniques the teachers and overall members of staff in that school had were rather ineffective against that sort of bully.
I did tell the first secondary school I told about the bullying, and they did nothing about it. They just told me that just ignore it. And then when I did something about it, because I just lost it and hit someone back, I then got put into anger management for it.
I told my teachers, and obviously as I was blind and had needs, I obviously had a teaching assistant or support, person. So I tell her, and obviously they would bring it up with the school, and then obviously call parents in, and sort of give a little slap on the wrist. Not obviously physically, but you know what I mean, like little telling off for the student that was picking on me.
Has your experience with the bullying that you've had to experience changed you as a person today?
My experience of bullying has definitely changed me as a person, because now if anyone says anything about what I'm wearing or what I look like today, I'd be like, okay, so what? I've kind of just got rid of the care of what people think about me.
Possibly, but it's hard pressed to say. But one thing I've learned is to never let that sort of bullying get away with it.
I'd say it has changed me. Sorry, I keep getting tongue tied. Because obviously it's made me more confident, and obviously nowadays if someone bullies me, if I'm honest, I just laugh along. I sort of just make fun of myself.
I think so, yeah, because I don't tend to usually judge people straight away, because that happened to me. People would straight away look at me and then walk past thinking, oh, no, maybe not. So the people that I do see on their own, people that I do see being bullied themselves, people that I do see that are maybe, might have a disability or something like that, I straight away make an effort to go and, have a chat with them, or be a friend, or just have a general conversation about how their day's going, just because that little conversation will make their day a lot better.